Good morning, Guardians. It is Ebontis here, and we are going to be doing some Nightfalls live on Twitch. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and follow me on twitch.tv/Ebontis. You guys will know when I go live, doing things like Nightfall solos, and of course, in a couple weeks, Destiny 2 until I go blue in the face. But one more thing before I go, I did get partnered with Control Freak, so check out that little icon down on the bottom. If you guys buy anything at controlfreak.com, use the code Ebontis for 10% off your purchase. No reason not to. If you haven't got any thumbsticks, any of those grips for your controller, for sure the thumbsticks alone are worth it, guys. I've used thumbsticks forever. I've got the Control Freaks. I've been using them for a long time. They're great, honestly. Like, it just kind of gives the thumbstick a little more traction, for one, if your fingers get sweaty, just the good levels. It's pretty comfortable and everything like that. So again, keep that in mind if you haven't used them before. But I am on my Titan. It is the Shadow Thief Strike. And modifiers we've got are Arc Burn, Solar Burn, and Void Burn. So we got good old Rainbow Burn. Everything hurts, but everything you have is also pretty effective as well. But again, you can get killed really quickly, so be careful. Ironclad, a few things have shields extra. Most things that you're going to be dealing with shields on are going to be Hive Knights, which there's not that many. The captains are going to have shields. Those are going to be the most annoying parts. But besides that, there's really not too much. The Shanks are going to as well. They're going to have solar shields. So all that bearing in mind with Daybreak as well, we've got my Titan. So I'm actually going to run with Vision of Confluence for the Shanks occasionally, and also just because it's a fun time to use a scout rifle. I haven't had a solar burn in a little bit. It's Rainbow Burn, so bring whatever sniper or whatever rocket launcher you want. I'm going to be running with Armamentarium just for the double grenade, but also with heavy weapons and rocket launcher. I can have 7 rockets with this rocket launcher, so it's kind of a nice bonus. But the double grenades with my build is actually really helpful. So up here on Sunbreaker, we've got Thermite grenades. Those are always good on Daybreak for those waves of damage. You can keep killing lots and lots of enemies. And for the continued burning damage, I'm going to go Scorched Earth, so I'm going to run with that as well. Now, melees you're probably not going to do too many of, but if you do get a kill with your solar ability, it's always nice to have it reset quickly. Of course, you guys know battle recovery and toughness, as much armor as you possibly can. Stumble over my words there. Explosive Pyre is always nice, unless you're wearing the gauntlets, but as I am running Armamentarium, I'll run with that. And then Cauterize, just so you can survive. Never a bad thing if you get those kills. Trust me, I've had my health be going down, get that one kill, and I can see it pop up and save me. So, Cauterize, totally worth it. But I think that covers the intro, guys. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. Of course, always hit that little alert bell where you know when notifications will come. I'll keep the content coming your way, and trust me, when it comes to Destiny 2, I'm going to probably go blue in the face making videos. So lots of videos to come. That trailer yesterday was awesome, so cannot wait, guys. Couple weeks out, literally counting them down day by day. So let's kick this thing off. I'll see you on the inside.
Sepix, the Iron Lords, and now
Alright, Guardians, so as soon as you launch in, just kind of depending on what your ammo situation is like, you might have some boxes that are useful. If you load in pre-load it up, that'll be nice. But the Shriekers that are out here, if you don't jump, they don't really activate. Like, if I jump here, you can see they wake up. Now, they do kind of hurt just because they're void. Now, a way to dodge them is just to try and keep moving through here, use the pillars for cover. But if you don't jump, they don't actually wake up. I was just doing that to prove a point, because you can be right under almost the second one, still not going to do anything. So just don't jump, you'll be alright. Now up here, I've got a heavy box, I've got some other. Just go ahead and launch a few rockets, have some fun with it. Now the boomers hurt, watch out for those as well. When you come down here, you can grab your heavy ammo. Looks like I took everything out pretty dang fast with those rockets. Come on, give me my ammo. Now, bottom of the hill, we've got our wonderful minigun. It's about the only thing to worry about down here. You got this, which really doesn't matter that much. Excuse me. And the minigun. So make sure you take that one up. But you're going to have enemies killing enemies here. So you're going to have a little mini Hive and Siva War going on. So while that's happening, take out some of the bigger enemies so you can see if the Hive's going to win or if the Siva are going to win. We've got Ogre over here who's going to be doing some work. We've also got a minigun. Now, as I tend to do a lot of fighting in this room, make sure you keep taking out that minigun. It is important as Mr. Ogre over here starts to show up. Good thing to just try and snipe him when you can. Looks like we've got the Hive Siva rolling over here. So a little bit of everything. Got some invisible dudes. They are around, which, there we go. And again, minigun here, watch out for it. And again, just make sure everything's taken out. You want to do this a little carefully, so just watch out. So you got 2 miniguns in here. Shoot the first and second. That way you can just kind of have a safe run as you come through here. I left the wizard up across there just because I didn't see him. I could hear him, but not the end of the world. Made it through most. The point is you want to have a safe spot so you can shoot a couple of those miniguns and then run on by so you don't have too much damage. It is rainbow burn, so everything hurts a lot, all the time and a lot. So just keep that in mind. And then to get started, just start throwing the grenades. Now, you're going to have one vandal behind that little pillar back there, so remember that. But you're also going to have all these enemies up here in front. You're going to have the Splicer Captain. You can melt him with a grenade, usually pretty well, if I don't absolutely run out of ammo at the most perfect time ever. Now, the next thing across the way is going to be the Reaver Vandal back there. So, notice he's back there. He's going to be hiding. Remember, the crit spot on these guys is like their earlobe. If I could actually do it. That's like their visor. Either way, can't quite hit him square in the nose to get that crit. So this guy, if you shoot him a couple times in the body and in the head, he won't fall off instantly, which is always a bonus. Now, these guys are going to show you how I can really ruin my day here. This is why you don't want to die there, because look where you start. Oh, actually I got here. You want to at least get to this room, I should say that. So, prime example of what not to do. There's going to be plenty of those, I'm sure. I didn't exactly want to start with a death, but can't always control it. Splicer Vandal is in the back, though. And just keep throwing those grenades out there. All the things, all the death. So many things. So many things are out here trying to kill me. So much damage. This captain is just getting worked by grenades right now. Yep, still getting him around that corner. Yep, you can't hide, buddy. There we go. Alright, so captain is down. Pop this one. And I'm going to see if I can show you the earlobe crit. Again, no. Really? Maybe it's the right earlobe. Or I'm just going to finish him off with a regular shot to the head. Goodness. Did that the other day, and I know I normally don't crit them square on in the middle of the head, but that one wants to. He'll eventually pop back up. I did this last time. Totally forgot about the melee guys. So don't do that. As soon as you kill enough of the guys, there's no like exact cue, but there are definitely melee guys who come on out and ruin your day. So as they head your direction, try not to first set yourself on fire. It's really going really well. Expert mode right here. Definitely expert mode. Now then you're going to have Dreg City. So as the dregs come out, lots of grenades, lots of fun stuff coming. Keep those grenades flowing. As you can see, I'm just cooking as I go. Prime example of how to play perfectly. Great strategies, all good things. You know, perfect form. This cracks me up though. One regular Vandal. He didn't get his texture switched, so that always cracks me up a little bit. But yeah, drop him. You got dudes hiding in the corners over here. Look for the few Vandals that are out there. And again, they hurt. Like, everything hurts like crazy, by the way. And so does he. Like, a lot. All the time and a lot. Now, if you can find him, one of two ways. Sometimes you'll be able to hit him with grenades. Sometimes it's rockets. Sometimes it's a sniper rifle. Sometimes he's going to be right over here. Now, if he gets a couple shots on you and you can't do too much about it, just be careful. Try and get those double grenade waves going. Sometimes he's out in the middle. Basically, you're just trying to do enough damage to turn him immune so he gets out of your damn room. Wherever he chooses to be. He's around this corner. He's not. He is now. And again, 8,000 damage a pop on a grenade. That's a nice way to get some damage and get some work done. Alright, so he's gone immune. You'll watch he runs back there. He fakes out. He teleports out. And then he's going to like teleport back, get a couple more shots, and then actually leave. So watch that psych out move he does, which is really, really annoying.
He talks. How
We're
is
grabbing
that
ammo.
possible?
A legendary helmet
Maybe
engram.
Tanix was more
That
machine
probably
than
can't be
we
more
thought.
useless, but let's
He's
go
not
ahead.
alive. Perhaps he
So once you
never
get up
was.
here, you can skip on through
Tanix's
here as
jamming
quick as you can
field
cover
is
the
still
ground. You
active.
might actually get sight of him
We'll
as
await
he's
your
around this
light on the
corner.
other side.
If you get a little view, sometimes he's right there teleporting, but if not, you'll never actually do anything to him. It's always fun to just try and get there fast enough. But around the corner is where we will kick this thing off. Do a couple shots into that. And here we go. Now, these guys are going to be coming out. Now also watch behind you. You're going to have some enemies coming down this way. They're also going to have Taniks. So he's going to be out in the middle. Sometimes he'll be out in the back. You never quite know where he's going to be. If he's all the way down below, take some shots while you can. Then when he comes up to your level, it's when it gets dicey. So here's Taniks. Again, a few sniper shots. But trust me, it only takes about 2 of those to actually get killed. So be very careful about that. Well, here's where it's time to go super fun. And not hit the wall. Perfect throw right there. Perfect throws. Again, try and hit him with as much damage. Try and cook him down. Throw those double grenades. Yeah, if you have Simmering Flames on instead of Cauterize, you get everything back insanely quick. But I want the Cauterize on for survivability's sake. That's more why I'm doing that. And then that will happen. Direct hit landed. Ouch. I'm literally just going to have an entire recording full of bloopers this morning, because this is how the early morning went. So good so far. Yeah, Simmering Flame is like probably insane for grenades, but just trying to see what I can do here. Oh, what's up? Oh, that's a good way to get your butt killed, blown off, whatever you want to say. Survive on a thanks to Cauterize right there. Ow, 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 ow. Fun times. Ooh, that was scary as hell. Random grenade throw out into the wilderness. Random grenade throw to try and hurt the boss. Just off. Just barely off. Again, rocket him. Take some good damage that way. More rock. Where'd you go? Is he actually down below? He's down below already. I guess I got enough damage on him from things like the hammer originally. Now the shanks are fun. This is where you definitely want to make sure you have something solar with their little solar shields dropped in. Ow, 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 ow. Are you kidding me? Like he's way down below and I'm still getting work. He's still down there? No, he's finally gone. Thank goodness. Alright. So now it's grenade fun time. Throw these down the corner, down the hallway. Start them running down here. A couple of the Vandals. Try not to let them tag you too much. As this happens, you're going to have a lot of dregs that come out. If you can melt them as they run up the stairs. Kind of fun. Can't get them all. Don't worry. Plenty of things to kill here. Like, way too damn many, actually. Really? Oh, those little hover bombs. Shoot him in the face. Oh, headshot is a bad idea. You're like, that is counterintuitive. So, happens all the time. What's up, King Lahart? How are you doing? I feel like I remember that name, but it's been a while. Now, as soon as you come in this room, what you want to do is come over here quickly. You'll have the guys kind of consolidated. As they come out, just start working them. And also, watch out for that Scorch Captain. He's going to hurt. You want to kill him quick, though. There we go. Make sure all the guys down here are taken out. Possibly a melee maneuver here. And then if you want to throw a grenade down there, try and get some of these guys killed as well. And you want to hold onto the Scorch Cannon. It's really, really, really important. Give the tank a little while to land, for one, and then 2, get unimmune. You can't shoot him straight away. So you're going to find enemies that spawn out in a couple different directions. So he definitely thinks you're over there. Fair point, that's where you were. But if you come up here, and you can get a shot off, right on kind of his upper deck, watch the numbers you get with this Scorch Cannon. Like 500,000 damage, it's like crazy. So, Scorch Cannon is awesome fun. But unfortunately, Scorch Captain over there is a problem. And then so are the Hive. And you're going to have Scorch Captains in a few different places. You're going to have some coming behind there. You got this guy across the way. He's a pretty easy target usually. But you've also got Exploder Shanks, so watch out for those. So depending on how things are progressing, come through here, pick up your Scorch Cannon, watch out for the Exploder Shanks, and you want to go for the one big shot on Tank Face. Right up there. Watch the numbers. Go blow everything up. Now try and actually kill this guy so I can get his Scorch Cannon. Because I want to actually take it with me. Now most of the guys are going to disappear. So I'm relatively safe. Now the Scorch Cannon is a really, really good thing to do some damage to the boss. It's like 130 grand. So come through here and just use your grenades as much as you can. Try and kill the Shanks. that remain. If you need to kill stuff, you could go super, but I would really tell you save your super for this next little part, so you can get as much damage on the boss as you can, because that's going to be really important. Just die, Shank, die. Dreg should be down. Oh, we got a few stragglers, or at least one. He's a dodger. Finish. There we go. And some ammo. Why, thank you. Alright, so. Again, you're not going to want to use your scorch cannon here. This is literally for the final boss room. But I would wait till you got both grenades up. Throw both. Drop this down. Pop this. Throw your hammers. Chunk him right down here. As soon as he's landing, you want to get as much damage on him as you can. Make sure you pick this thing back up. And then depending on how much damage you get will depend on where he teleports to. Now, if you have no enemies waiting for you, Shanks means he's literally around this corner here. If you have Vandals walking, he's around this corner here. So I'll just kind of tell you how much. If you didn't do enough damage, you'll send him all the way into this room. Now, the nice thing about Rainbow Burn, you can use the Scorch Cannon and get a huge chunk of damage. It's always nice. Now, I'd wait for your super to build, just because that's always a nice way to get some damage as well, or at least use it when you need it. Doesn't take long. Don't cross the door thresholds, they will close on you. But phase 1, he's there. Phase 2, he will be over here, and you're going to be shooting the Siva structures to remove his shield. Phase 0, he doesn't have that. So phase 1, shoot the Siva clusters, but you're going to have a lot of enemies coming out of the door. Phase 2, same thing. He's over here, more enemies coming, a whole bunch of servitors and vandals. You'll be over here using the cover. Part 3, he's in the middle, and you're going to have Shanks and Exploder Shanks, but you're also going to have Cloaking Vandals. Those are the ones that will probably get you the most. They're about partway through the fight, and I feel like they spawn over here. So depending on where you're at, just be careful. Pop your super again if needed. So we're going to kick this thing off. Going to throw a couple grenades right up there. If I can get them on that ledge, that would be more perfect. 1, 2, right up here. Come on out. Let him spawn and hit him with this. 130,000 damage. That's a ton. Keep the grenades flowing. You can even save your super for a minute with that big Scorch Cannon. That's a lot of damage to him. Now, as soon as he goes, he's going to teleport behind you, which he just did when you can see that he's empowered. So try and get behind cover over here for now, and then just start working down depending on where he's at to see the clusters that you can see. Now, there are going to be quite a few, but you're also going to have many enemies that come out in front of you. So all the enemies that start spawning, you're going to want to take those out. So be careful of ones that get close. A lot of them will come over here through this walkway. So again, grenades here do wonders. Also watch for the few stealth guys that are going to be around. Punch them if you need to. It's rare, but sometimes that'll actually save your butt. 2,500 points from one dreg. That's perfect time. That's probably what I always wanted. Lots of things coming. Again, the occasional punch for the win. And now you just pretty much should have most of the guys down. Those grenades actually take a lot of them out when they come out of the doors. Look for the clusters that you can shoot. Sometimes you can or can't. You gotta go for the dive bomb grenade. Actually hit it for like 98 damage, but it wasn't remotely enough. So yeah, this one's always sometimes kind of hard to shoot, but just a couple shots, even into the body, will do. Yeah, doing pretty good this morning though, guys. Finally got pretty hard sleep, which is good. Alright, so now you're going to see Tanic's power fades. This is where you want to go damage crazy, and this is also a good time to pop your hammers again. Good way to get a lot of damage. Now, also when he spawns, you're going to have all the Siva clusters spawn, as I had my hammer up a little early. Enjoy the moment while you have some free cover. Now, the enemies that come out in this next wave are not really too bad. They're not going to charge you up here like the last guys will. So spend just a minute trying to find the Siva clusters you can shoot. Take those out, just because the sooner those are out, the better. You don't want to do damage to Tanics too soon, because you are still going to have these enemies to deal with. But if you can be ready for the next phase, it'll just save you some time if you need it. You know, as you kill lots of enemies with grenades, your super will probably pop pretty fast. And if you have a vast collection of servitors out here, it's probably time to just go super ham. And again, lots of fire, lots of burning. Lots of dead things out there are good. And you're still going to get like another wave, so be careful about that too. You're not just going to get one single... Wow, shooting those things just out of the air. Happens occasionally. Vandals, more servitors. Again, it's not really like the quickest process, and you can't speed this along either, it seems. It's just like, hey, we're going to constantly be firing at you for a little bit. Don't worry about us. We're good. Vandals cleaning house down there. Couple more servitors. just one more bullet. Would have been awesome. Probably 2. Yep, 2. Alright, so big boy's in the back. Probably got one more cluster. I do. That's literally it. Now his power fades. So as he's far, far away. Thank you on the Control Freak partnership, guys. I appreciate that. Again, if you're going to make any order there, and if you don't have thumbsticks on your PS4 controllers, I highly recommend them. They really help a lot just for traction and everything else. It's just one of those things when my fingers get sweaty, the way the control sticks are made on the PS4, it's not a bad idea to have them. Not the most efficient use of ammo there, but it's going to happen. He's going to start getting some angles correct. Don't shoot a wall, you will die, I promise you. Yep, he's now in the middle. Now, one thing I like to do is usually be on the other side, but just for a change, I'm going to stay on this side just to see how it goes. You're going to have to see the clusters around, look for those. Some are going to be even up on his platform up there. You're going to have the shanks coming, so watch for those. But you're also going to have some invisible guys coming. And it's the exploder shanks, if those don't kill you, there's plenty of stuff that will. So watch, keep the grenades going so you've got some cover. Exploder shanks are your big worry. When you see or hear the invisible guys, that is when you want to go super. Would he just run all the way around behind me? There. Just watch for any invisible guys. They could be out and around. But at least if you have some separation. I don't even know who's alive, dead, or what. Looks like we got some more exploder shanks over there. Most of these guys are down. Somehow survived the one, but as I said, the exploder shanks are the ones that do tend to really ruin your day. Alright, his power fades, so now we are good. I'm going to put a couple of rockets into him for now, just because those are some quick damage. I think I'm almost done with the shanks. I have one straggler over here. But to finish him off in style, we got to go hammers. You guys know what's happening. One more, one more. Bubble grenades, just don't die. He's probably gonna die without me looking at him. Nope, so close too. I wanted the grenade dead. Let's finish in style here. Dancing, bam, we done. Ta-da. What's up, Cryptic? How's it going, man? And again, always the fun of his. They used to have enemies that spawn in, but they don't tend to do that now.
The nanites continue to evolve.
Yeah, just don't kill yourself, though. It's not a great way to go down.
The Guardian will have plenty of
But that is it,
opportunities
guys.
to
That is the Titan Nightfall. Next classes will be coming. Of course, you can check my channel for those other YouTube videos as well, but all these will be on YouTube. Thank you guys, of course, for all the following on Twitch. It continues to grow. On YouTube, subscribe there. Keep growing that channel, and you guys can always check me on Twitter. Depending on what I'm doing, I'll give you guys announcements. And as I told you, Control Freak partnership is live, so 10% off code Ebontis. Use that one. Enjoy it. See if I get anything worthwhile. Doubtful, but you know. Well, I've probably seen worse, so check the other classes and see how it goes. But thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great one.